For those wondering about dinner in a motorhome, we cook. Tonight we have ravioli straight out the packet.
Butternut squash and sage.
Okay.
Ravioli.
It's one of those emergency meals.
Side salad.
Table's laid, and we're parked up. Oh yeah, a little bit of reporting Scotland or whatever they call it on the TV dinner. One car is here. Let's have a quick look outside. It is blowing a hoolie. But look, this is the park up. Some standing stones over there. And then we are here. By a lock.
Billy Connolly stones.
Ah, yes. So I've just been told that we'll have a look in the morning. These stones are the stones that Billy Connolly danced around naked. If you remember that in 80s or 90s when he did the tour of Scotland. I remember it well. I was very young then. Anyway, it's blooming freezing out here, so I'm going back in here. Oh, and we're the only people here tonight. This is on Park for Night.
Search for sights and the others.
And search for sights.
So you're not going to run around those naked?
No, I'm not going to run around those stones naked.
Thank goodness.
Look off. Right. What does do you need to know where this is? Are you going to be on Orkney Island anytime soon? It's on Park for Night. The stones.
Ring of Brodka.
Ring of Brodka. That's where we are. We'll get there in the end. Right. Dinner.
The folklore has it that the giants were meeting here and spent so long dancing to the fiddle that they missed the sunrise to go back underground.
Hang on. Let's look. There's a shot of the stones. There's something about the circle, these circular stones. I don't know. The hinge. Look at that. I'm looking at my face. I'm actually trying to get the stones in. The place is not great at 7 in the morning. I have to try and shade this in the morning. It's not easy. Look at that. Is that a sunrise? I spot a shot. I just walked right across a shot. Look at that. So disappointing you can't get in the stones. Anyway, the aerial shot should be better. Right, time for breakfast. We're going to do a full circle. We'll go around the whole circle.
Oh, you've done it again, you're doing my shot.
Oh, well, I'm walking around with a big camera. You've got a little iPhone-y. There's a nice, for the fishermen in you, there's a trout lake here, which I haven't fished because I don't think I'd be able to cast anything in these winds. I don't know how they ever fly cast in these winds. We've had a wind, howling and rain for the last 3 or 4 days, and we have had to cancel one of our trips on the ferry to Sanday. Look, this is so slow. Come on. Murder of coffee. So the sunrise is coming up. Look at that. Right, I'm going to stop talking now. That was a waffle. So there we go. That was our park up. Can we see that? Ring of Brodka car park. It was the only ones there. And look, it is coming up. The sunrise is coming. So I've lost my lovely wife, I said, where are you? She said, I'm taking photos with her iPhone. She's not, she's texting. I bet she's texting one of our daughters. Yeah, it's just come through. She's standing up there pretending she's taking photos. She's not, she's on the phone. She's worse than a teenager for a mobile phone. Anyway, I'm going to have a coffee. I'm freezing. Have you noticed that when you get older, your eyes water? Old people's. I've got old people's eyes now. They water in the wind.
Beautiful Italian chapel that was constructed by the Italian prisoners of war that were here on the little island of Lampon during the World War II. I think it's probably got the dates here. The chapel is still used today, and I know they do weddings and everything here. So how beautiful is that? This is all painted. Walls. It does say you mustn't touch the walls actually because they're really delicate.
I heard someone talking about diamonds.
Diamonds?
You can see the diamonds?
Diamonds? Oh, I haven't seen that.
So I didn't see that. Yeah, we managed to get in. There's the coach.
Just as the two coaches were leaving this time. And this is just stunning.
The Italian chapel. Here we go. From the other end. Right, there's people coming in now. We're going to lose it. So where are we?
We're in Stromness.
And the shop is?
Unveiling International.
Okay, that's the shop. And the question I asked is, why are you selling a flag with a German emblem? Because that sort of, as an Englishman, you go, oh, and you look at that, and
yeah. Well, at the end of the First World War, the whole of the German fleet was interned at Scapa Flow, and so it was battleships, cruisers, submarines, everything. The person in charge of the Germans was a guy called von Reuter or something like that, and on the 21st of June 1919, Midsummer's Day, he gave the order to scuttle the fleet, and the Germans sank their own fleet. The British saw that the fleet was being sunk, and they tried to stop the Germans from sinking their own ships. A couple of Germans actually got shot and died, but the whole of the fleet went down. When the divers come to Scapa Flow, they usually buy memorabilia of the time that they dived on the fleet.
And that's what this little... So
that's what the flag is, yeah.
So we're trying to film this little section about the Churchill Barriers. Look at the weather.
Hi, I don't know if you can hear me over all this wind, but I'm standing here on Churchill Barrier number 2 in Orkney. And what you can see here, sunk in the bay, are the old blockade ships that were sunk during World War I to deter the German U-boats. gaining access to Scapa Flow, which is the huge landlocked harbour on the other side of the road. I don't know if I can cross safely. Right, this huge harbour here was used by the Allied fleets to keep the boats and everything safe during the World War. So further across Scapa Flow is where the German fleet was taken at the end of World War. Part of the signing of the Armistice Treaty in November was that the Germans part of the signing of the Armistice Treaty was that the Germans surrendered all their fleets, and the Allies captured all their fleet, 74 vessels, and brought them here to Scapa Flow, where they were held for months and months. And when the Germans that were left on board to maintain the ships realised that their fleet was actually going to be captured fully, they decided to sink the vessels themselves, which they did at night. 22 of them managed to be salvaged, but the other 52 still lie at the bottom of Scapa Flow, the far side in the distance, as you can see. Also in Scapa Flow Harbour is the remains of HMS battleship Royal Oak, that was torpedoed during the Second World War, 1939, by a German U-boat that managed to get through this blockade of ships. Cross back over because I think it's safer. They got through the blockade of ships because by World War II these had become quite rusted away and did not form a sufficient barrier. So the submarine managed to come through, the U-boat came through, torpedoed the vessel at night, and the battleship was sunk with over 800 crew on board, which caused Lord Admiralty Churchill, as he was at the time, Lord Admiral, to instruct that these barriers were built as solid deterrents. The work started about 1940, took about 4 years, and there's now 3 of these barriers which were used to prevent further access to the German U-boats. I hope that it's a windy history lesson there, and I hope I got all my facts right.